The Greek finance minister says his country will take any steps needed to meet its obligations to lenders.
But Minister Evangelos Venizelos says Greece's weak public administration has complicated efforts to exit the debt crisis. For more, we're joined by our Europe correspondent Philip Williams. Philip, good morning. There's even talk this morning about yet more bailout money for Greece.
Yes, although not in a way that the Greeks want, at least the Greek government wants. The talk, and it's unofficial talk, it's all over newspapers, all over the media, is that there's a movement at the moment amongst some countries to get together a financial stability fund that's massively bigger than the current one being talked about. Current one that's being put together now is 440 billion euro. This one is allegedly between 2 and 3 billion euro. Now, if it's that top figure, that's 4 trillion, I should say. These billions come too easily. 4 trillion euro, which is 4 trillion Australian dollars. So it's a massive amount. And what the idea is that there would be a partial default on Greek debt. Say, for example, around about 50% of their debt would simply be wiped off to enable them to be in a position to continue to get loans, but that they could, in the future, pay off those loans. Now, of course, who would be damaged by that? The banks, of course, would be very damaged by that, and part of this stability fund would then go to propping up those banks that would suffer massive losses otherwise if they weren't supported. Now, I say it is unofficial. It's just being discussed as a plan, but there does seem to be a certain momentum behind this, and perhaps there is more than a grain of truth behind this, but the Greek government hates it.
And things are moving fairly quickly there, Phil. I believe the Greek finance minister is meeting the IMF as we speak.
That's right, yes, he is meeting with Christine Lagarde, the head of the IMF, and who knows, perhaps that very plan is being discussed as we're talking now. But I can tell you that one Greek minister, the Minister for International Economic Relations, that's Konstantin Papadopoulos, said that any default would be catastrophic for his country, and that he absolutely detested the idea of leaving the euro because he said if the country leaves the euro, effectively devaluing the currency, well, how on earth are they ever going to pay back their debts? He said it's completely self-defeating. So under this plan, it's quite possible that if it's true, that they partially default, but they stay within the euro. So it's quite a complex web that's being possibly discussed here and now. But as I say, this is unofficial at this point.
Watch this fake. Philip Williams in Europe, thank you very much for that update this morning.
Thank you.